Hi Jasmine, it's so nice to hear from you. Just so everyone knows, Jasmine is a colleague of mine. She's an amazing, she calls herself a bi-directional touch therapist, I believe. But she's also in, part of the cuddling world, and I highly recommend that you check out her TikTok. And to answer your question about charging extra for more intimate positions, I am not a fan of that. I mean, I'd probably want to know more details, but I think that boundaries should be clear and firm and not for sale. And if you're not comfortable with something, that shouldn't change with money. And if you are selling your bodily autonomy or comfort levels, you're setting both yourself and your client up for failure. I also think it's a very slippery slope into sex work, because I know from my early days and colleague stories, a lot of clients would try to offer extra money to go beyond the platonic boundaries of cuddling, and that is a very slippery slope into sex work. And there's nothing wrong with being a sex worker. I just think if you are gonna go that route, you should own it and charge the sex worker rates up front. If you're gonna market yourself as a cuddle therapist, I think you should live by those community standards that we've set, because not only does that keep you safe, but it keeps your colleagues safe. Because what happens is one cuddle therapist will do something beyond the boundaries, and then their client will expect that of the next cuddle therapist they see, and they might tell their friends, and then their friends think that, and that's how all these stigmas around cuddle therapy get started. So if you're gonna market yourself as a cuddle therapist, please stick to the community standards. Now, spooning, being, the little spoon, letting your client be the big spoon, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. I do let my clients be the big spoon. I also make it very clear to them, when we first meet, hey, if you get an erection, I'm not gonna get angry at you or shame you, but I also don't wanna feel it. So if they were to get aroused while being the big spoon, they know they're supposed to make space down there or change positions. And I think that's why people call that more intimate or more advanced, because there is that risk when you have a male client being the big spoon. But I'm in a very fortunate position where the majority of my clients are regulars that I trust. But if a brand new client asks to be the big spoon, I might be a little hesitant, but in general, I'm pretty good at handling myself. I'd probably just scooch a little bit and adjust if there was an erection issue. But at the end of the day, I think if you're not comfortable with something, you should not give in for money, because you're gonna resent yourself and resent the client, and your autonomy and your comfort should not be for sale. So like and follow for more cuddle content, and I'll see you in the next video.